Good morning, class 11. Welcome back to the class. So we completed chapter 9, sequences and series. Now in term 1, the next chapter that we have is chapter number 10, straight lines. So better children, you please pay attention to this because it is one of the most important chapters. You have straight lines in class 12 also, right? 3-dimensional geometry mein. So better we pay attention here in this chapter, straight lines. So before we start, the first topic that we have in this chapter is slope or gradient of a line. What do we mean by that? Say in the Cartesian system of 2 dimension, this is a line L. Slope means this line is inclined with the positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction at an angle theta. The slope of line L is tangent ratio of angle theta, tan theta. Okay? Tangent ratio of angle theta. That is called gradient of the line, slope of the line. Now let us say line L, it passes through 2 points, point A, x1, y1 and point B, x2, y2. If we have the points, then how to find out the slope of the line? So I drop a perpendicular from A, also I drop a perpendicular from B, right? So this point is say C, this point is D. The coordinate, x coordinate of this point is x1. So this distance from origin is x1 units and this distance is x2 units. Now from A also I drop a perpendicular AD on segment BD. Now what do we see? AD is parallel to x-axis. Line segment AD is parallel to x-axis. So angle between the line and the x-axis is this. This angle is theta. So this angle will also be theta because AD is parallel to the x-axis. So these two angles, two parallel lines and a transversal line L acts as the transversal for these two parallel lines. So corresponding angles will be equal. So this angle is also theta. Now from D to B, this entire length is y2 units. And here to here, the length is y1 units. So BD will be y2 minus y1 and AD will be x2 minus x1. We know that tan theta, triangle ADB is a right angle triangle. So what is tan theta? Perpendicular upon base. So in triangle ADB, what is perpendicular? y2 minus y1 upon what is base? x2 minus x1. So we have defined slope as tangent ratio of angle theta between OX and the line. OX and the line. So don't say कि sir ये line तो negative x-axis को intersect कर रही है, no problem. But from this point, this is the positive direction of x-axis. Okay, so angle between positive direction of x-axis and the line L, that angle is considered as theta. Okay, now most important thing, this theta at the most can go to pi by 2, that is 90 degrees, or it may come in anti-clockwise direction here minus pi by 2. So tan theta always ranges from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. You can say a line is inclined with x-axis either in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. If the inclination is in anti-clockwise direction, that is positive direction of measuring the angle, the slope will be positive. If the inclination of the line is in negative direction, slope will be negative, that is clockwise direction. That we'll discuss later. So definition of slope here is tangent ratio of angle theta between positive x-axis OX and the line L. And here we can say tan theta, that tan theta is equal to what? y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, that is delta y upon delta x, change in ordinate upon change in abscissa. For any line, slope can also be said as it is the rate of change of abscissa with respect to rate of change of ordinate with respect to abscissa. Change in y coordinate with respect to the change in x coordinate, delta y upon delta x. This will give you the slope. Now, as I was saying, suppose any line, all these lines you see, they are inclined with the positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. So their measures, they measure positive angles. The slope will be positive for these lines. M is greater than 0. M will be greater than 0. If the lines are inclined with the positive direction of x-axis in clockwise direction, so all these angles, they are acute but in clockwise direction, negative angle minus theta. So here the slope of these lines, generally M, will be less than 0. Slope will be negative. Okay. Now what happens if the line is parallel to x-axis? Any line parallel to x-axis has an equation in the form y equal to k, where k is a constant, non-zero constant. Because if y equal to 0 means x-axis, y equal to 0 is x-axis. So here k is any non-zero real number. The line is parallel to x-axis. What happened on this line? Consider any 2 points A and B. x1, y coordinate will be y. So here it is x2 and y. What is y? Y equal to k. So x1 comma k and x2 comma k. These are the coordinates of points A and B. Any random points that we have taken on the line. Now according to the formula that we have derived, slope M is equal to y2 minus y1, k minus k, 0 upon x2 minus x1. 0 divided by a non-zero number is always equal to 0. So slope of the line which is parallel to x-axis is always 0, no matter what the line is. It can pass through negative y-axis or it can pass through positive y-axis. Slope of that line will always be 0. But if we have a line which is parallel to y-axis, means perpendicular to x-axis, all these lines, they are parallel to y-axis, means they are perpendicular to x-axis. Consider any random point A. What is the equation of a line parallel to y-axis? It is x equal to k. So k comma y1 and point B, k comma y2. So slope of the line y2 minus y1 m equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, that is k minus k. y2 minus y1 upon 0. y2 minus y1 is a non-zero positive number upon 0. Denominator is 0. Rational number, denominator 0. So it is undefined. So slope M is undefined. So if a line is parallel to y-axis, its slope is undefined. And if a line is parallel to x-axis, its slope is always 0. So this was about slope. Let's move ahead. Next topic is angle between two lines. Angle between two lines. This is line L1, this is line L2. This is the angle between them. Say theta is the angle between them. Okay. So let us assume that line L1 makes an angle alpha with x-axis and line L2 makes an angle beta with x axis. So slope of line L1, M1 is equal to tan alpha. Slope of line L2, which we represent by M2, is tan beta. Angle between lines L1 and L2 is theta. Consider this point as A, this as B, and this as C. Now in triangle ABC, this angle beta is the exterior angle. So by the exterior angle property, what does it say? In a triangle, if one of the sides is extended, the so formed exterior angle will be equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. So here beta is equal to theta plus alpha. Beta is equal to theta plus alpha. We need theta, we need to find theta. So theta is equal to beta minus alpha. In this equation, I will take tangent ratio on both sides. If two quantities are equal, two angles are equal, then the tangent ratio should also be equal. So tan theta is equal to tan beta minus alpha. Now we will apply the identity of trigonometry. Tan x minus y equal to tan x minus tan y upon 1 plus tan x tan y. We will apply this identity here. So this is tan beta minus alpha is tan beta minus tan alpha upon 1 plus tan beta tan alpha. What is tan beta? It is M2. What is tan alpha? It is M1 upon 1 plus M1 M2. This is the value of tan theta. Now children, coming back to the diagram that we had, or just take two lines, any two lines, L1 and L2. The angle between them, I have taken theta. I have taken theta as acute. If two lines intersect, the angle between them can be acute or it can be obtuse. So this is pi minus theta, obtuse angle. For pi minus theta, the angle that measures more than 90 degree, the tangent ratio is always negative. Now here theta is acute, so tangent ratio positive hoga. So whenever you talk about any two lines which intersect and they are not perpendicular, angle between them should be considered as the acute angle. Do not take the obtuse angle. So if this is obtuse, this expression should be positive. So if this is acute, अगर theta acute है, तो ये value positive होनी चाहिए. Tan theta should be positive. So how do we know whether M2 is greater than M1 or M1 is greater than M2? अगर M1 M2 से greater है, तो M2 minus M1 will be negative. तो इस इफेक्ट को नलिफाई करने के लिए हम क्या करते हैं? We simply write down tan theta equal to modulus of M2 minus M1 upon 1 plus M1 M2. If theta is the angle between two lines and slopes of the line are given as M1 and M2, then the tangent ratio of angle between them, tan theta, is M2 mod of M2 minus M1 upon 1 plus M1 M2. Right? Got the point? Hope you understood what I mean to say. We take the modulus just to nullify the effect of negative sign. We never know whether M1 is greater than M2 or M2 is greater than M1. So use this modulus sign. Okay? Because we consider the acute angle only. When you talk about angle between the lines, we consider acute angle only. So today we have discussed slope of the line, how to find out the slope of the line when you have 2 points, and how to find angle between the two lines when slopes of the lines are provided to you. Further, we'll discuss in the next class.